We are Mr. the Fanboy, the most reckless force in all of YouTube today. Tonight's episode of TNA Impact was awesome. The show started off with Ric Flair and Eric Bischoff wearing a karate gi in the ring. Bischoff says Matt Morgan is no longer part of Fortune or Immortal. Bischoff tells Matt Morgan to stay away from the Impact Zone, and Eric Bischoff tells Mr. Anderson that if he wants to tie the shot against Hardy at Turning Point, he has to pin him in the ring 1, 2, 3 and sign the contract. Then Bischoff calls the referee in the ring. He accuses the referee of prematurely letting go of Matt Morgan before Jeff Jarrett. The referee denies it, and Bischoff kicks him in the head and fires him. The first match of the night was a knockouts match between Sarita and Velvet Sky. This was an awesome women's match. Sarita wins with a power bomb. Like I said in the last week's review, the knockout matches are getting better. Next segment has Doug Williams and Kazarian arguing over the status of the X Division Championship. Ric Flair says Fortune will settle things in the ring tonight. So Kazarian versus Doug Williams set for later tonight. The next match of the night was Inc. Shannon Moore and Jesse Neal and Mickey James versus Max and Jeremy Buck, Generation Me, and Tara in a 6-person tag team match. This was an awesome match. Inc. wins with the Morgasm. Generation Me and Tara attack them after the match. Next, Team 3 and Machine Guns are talking about their tag team title match this Sunday at Turning Point. Next segment, Jeff Jarrett comes out to the ring and pretends to apologize to Kurt Angle for his actions a couple of weeks ago, but then he starts mocking him again, and he starts mocking him and Joe. Then Samoa Joe comes from the ramp and attacks Jeff Jarrett when Jeff Jarrett was preparing to leave, but he gets away as he gets away, Gunner and Murphy attack Samoa Joe, but Samoa Joe made short work of them. Awesome segment. Can't wait for their match this Sunday at Turning Point. The next match of the night was a triple threat match between AJ for the TV championship between AJ Styles, Rhino, and Rob Van Dam. This was a pretty good match, but I felt it was too short. AJ Styles rolls RVD up for the win, thus winning the match and retaining his title. Rhino and RVD get into it after the match, but EV2 comes in the ring to break them up. RVD accuses Tommy Dreamer of screwing him, and Tommy Dreamer challenges RVD to a match at Turning Point. The next match of the night was Kazarian versus Doug Williams. This was an awesome match. Kazarian wins with the roll-up on Doug Williams. Kazarian and Doug Williams share harsh words after the match, but Ric Flair convinces them to make up. The next match of the night was Abyss versus the Pope. This was a pretty good match, pretty good TV match. The match ends when Abyss starts attacking some fans. Then Pope challenges Abyss to a last rites match at Turning Point. Abyss accepts. The next segment has Bischoff come back to the ring for his match against Anderson. But instead of Anderson coming out, Matt Morgan comes out and hits Eric Bischoff with a big boot and puts his name on the contract to wrestle Jeff Hardy at Turning Point. Like I said, this was an awesome episode of Impact. I cannot wait for Turning Point this Sunday. Well, that concludes this review. Because I'm Doug, and I am the Prince of Phenomenal. Doug out.